Good morning everyone. Students, yesterday we were discussing about the sense organs, that is eyes and tongue. Today we will cover further sense organs, that is our ears, nose and the skin. Now let us start with ears. Now students, I will explain you about the ear. You can see it clearly that broadly our ear is divided into three main sections. First is the outer, then we have middle, and then third section is the inner ear, okay, which is the internal part of our ear. So first of all, what happens whenever there is a sound, it gets hit to our eardrum. Then what happens then? Eardrum starts to vibrate like a tabla or any other kind of drum. So then on the other side of the eardrum, there are some of the tiny bones. You can see this section, bones are showing here, and then these bones are attached with the fluid, okay. So such fluid also starts to vibrate, and hence the sensory nerves then carries this message, these vibrations from the ear to the cerebrum. Cerebrum, I have already told you, the main part of our that is the nervous system connected with the brain. And then our cerebrum takes these messages, and then accordingly our body will react. So this is how our sense organ ear works. I hope it is clear to you. Now read it yourself. Now the second thing which I am going to cover is our nose. Now read about nose. Students, do you know what is the function of our nose? Is to smell. It is very easy. So what happens inside our nose? We have a special kind of nerve cells, okay. They help us to smell the particular dish, particular kind of smell if we are having. So each sense organ has its own nerve cell which are known as the receptors. What is the function of receptors? The functions of receptor is that to receive the signals, okay. So they are present on the roof of our nose, that is the upper part of our nose. They picks up the smell from the air that enters the nose, and then they send the messages to the brain that this kind of smell is there or that kind of smell is there. After that, what happens? Our brain order our nerve cells, our sensory motor nerves to act accordingly. So now what happens if we have a kind of cold? Then these receptors stop working due to the cold, and hence during the cold we do not get any kind of flavor. Food becomes flavorless. I hope it is clear to you. So the major part of nose is to remember is that it is having receptors which help us to smell, and they sense the smell, and then our brain act accordingly. I hope it is clear to you now. Now the last one which I am going to cover is the skin. Now read about skin. Students, you know, we all are having skin. If any kind of pin hits us, or any kind of hot thing we touch or a cold thing we touch, our skin clearly indicates that whether to touch the particular object or not. So it means it is also a kind of sense organs, okay. It is clear to you all. So the skin has receptors for what? Touch, pain, temperature and many other things. Some parts of the skin have greater number of receptors and some has less. So these parts are more sensitive, which have large number of receptors. So what are these? These are the fingertips, okay. You all have fingertips. Try to touch it. Yes, so fingertips and lips are the most sensitive parts of our skin. Try to remember this point. So sensory nerves also, it also have sensory nerves, and what is the function of sensory nerve? Is to carry messages to the brain. So in this way, sensory nerves also carries the message from the receptor in the skin to the brain. So in this way we have completed the sense organ skin. So we have completed all the 5 sense organs, that is eyes, nose, ear, tongue and skin. Thank you so much.